Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day, so are you doing anything special today? John and I went out on Wednesday because we don't like going out on Valentine's Day because the restaurants are usually packed and they often have special menus and they have a couple things you can choose from. So we decided we didn't want to go out on Valentine's Day, but I want to talk today. I've been thinking about it on just like how to truly celebrate just loving yourself, loving your family, loving your spouse and everything. So before Valentine's Day, we always like putting candy and flowers and out to dinner, as if we don't celebrate enough. And as we were, so we went to dinner and then we stopped by Walmart and we got some flowers for the whole family, and then we picked out some a bag of Lindor chocolates for each of the kids, and we tried to find conversation candy hearts, but we could not find them. They did not have them. So that was like, we're like, how can you not have conversation candy hearts? Maybe they were just sold out, but they did not have them. Ah, my lip gloss just broke. Okay, so John and I were talking about it, and I think if you would look back at the last 35 years, or for their 35th anniversaries in April, if you look back at those years, I would say that we are most comfortable with each other, but most happy, most in love. This might be TMI. We have a little waterproof notepad that my husband had got from someone up in the shower, and we write little love notes to each other. That might seem sappy, but really, before, when it came to like, who do you take care of? How do you show your love? I always took time to read the Bible in the morning, and but I am an acts of service girl, and so I show love by doing things. And John knows, like, if I can help give a kid a ride to a sports practice, like, that's the way he helps me and shows love to me. He goes when I speak at conferences. He goes and drives the big trailer. We set up the whole books, which it looks like a mini bookstore when we go to the homeschool conferences, and he takes time off of work to drive me to go do these conferences. And then, this is the most loving thing, he stands in the booth for 12 hours. So like the Saturdays, sometimes he has to work like a day in the hotel room, but Saturdays he will stand there and he just talks about my books the whole time. And he, from the beginning, has believed in my dreams. I would not be doing what I'm doing now. Because, when I first wanted to write, we lived in low-income apartments. He was in college. He drove Domino's Pizza for extra money. We had one kid, one on the way. Then two, when I first thought about writing. Then I went to my first writer's conference. We had two little kids at home, and we sacrificed. He worked extra Domino shifts even though he was in college full time, and he supported me, my dreams. When I talked with friends on the phone about writing, and then I went to my first writers conference in 1993. I thought it was 94, but other people have informed me they have evidence I was there in 93, which is a long time ago. This is 22 years ago, and we had no money, and so I saved up babysitting money so that I can go to this writer's conference. I also got a scholarship from Mount Herman to go, which thank you to whoever donated to that scholarship. And it's just amazing that is love. And so this last Wednesday I was in my homeschool class that I tutor, and we're talking about relationships and like really having conversations with people. If you're interested in someone, sit down with them and have a conversation. Don't say, can we text or whatever, because the relationships that you're going to have in the future are based on communication, compatibility, shared interests, And John was the first one to like really, hey, what interested in? At first I wanted to be a school teacher, then I wanted to be a writer. So that is love. You know, yes, someone can be handsome and have charisma or whatever, but someone who cares and listens, and so that has been love. And so he's always been very loving. We've always had a good relationship. There's been ups and downs, but it's been a good relationship. But then last year, as I have been taking care of myself better, I have been a more loving person, more energetic person, more attentive person in general as I've eaten better and exercised. And I didn't even know this, like how he felt about it. He was worried about my health, and he was worried about being left with all these kids, because I was pre-diabetic. My blood pressure was really high, and was on blood pressure meds and huffing and puffing just when I walked across the room, he said. And, you know, he didn't say anything. He always said I was beautiful, and he always supported me. But I was not doing well. I'd fall asleep anytime we'd watch a movie or a show, just completely exhausted all the time. And it was my health. And it was what I was doing as I was caring for other people. I wasn't giving attention to what I ate. So it was a lot of well-meaning caring for other people and not caring for myself. And then once we were doing a health assessment with a couple, and we talked about, you know, how couples can really support each other. And so John was on the call anytime we do a husband or a wife, or I have a guy that I'm coaching with their health, John, you know, have him looped in, just for accountability. That's another way we show love to each other. But John was saying, yeah, I was actually really worried about Tricia's health and thinking about what am I going to do if I'm left with all these kids. And it was like, this is after I had already lost most of my weight. I was like, whoa, this is serious. He has been thinking about these things. And so I started getting healthy. And he said one day, a couple weeks in, when I started having more energy and would laugh and joke and not cranky all the time, he's like, oh, I have my wife back. And that makes me sad when I think about that, my well-meaning of caring for everyone else. I was not caring for myself, and he was suffering, I was suffering. I would go to homeschool conferences and be on the floor for a while, then have to go lay down or sit down. It's a complete difference. And think about, I've lost 90 pounds. Not carrying 90 pounds around all the time is a big deal. I was just at the airport when I flew to Europe, and I had a 50-pound bag. It was 50 pounds even, and then I had like a 35-pound bag, and I'm lugging these, and you know, I have to bend to the knees and really grunt as I put them on the weigher scale. That's it, scale. At the airport. And I thought, wow, I used to carry this all the time. And my office is upstairs, and I spent probably months not going up to my office because our stairs, we have 10-foot ceilings, so it is 17 stairs. It was so hard walking up those stinking stairs. For a while my knee was hurt. I thought I had like torn a meniscus or something. I was wearing a knee brace. No, it was the weight and eating foods that cause inflammation. So I've cut off 100% almost. I have a bite here and there of sugar, most carbs, for sure all the whites, white flour, white potatoes, white rice. If I do have any type of starchy stuff, it might be sweet potato or a small bit of something whole grain. But for the most part, I can live without all that. I make a zucchini lasagna. You know, we do a healthy chili. I mean, there's so many things that I do. And we've had the best relationship over the last 2 years because I've cared for myself. And I have energy. We've gone on adventures together. We enjoy all parts of our relationship. Just leave that there. It's like John and I, and then so John, seeing me, decided to get healthy, and he lost like 75, 80 pounds. So he's back to a 32-inch waist, which he's 6'2", so that's amazing. And so, and we both feel better. It's like we've aged backwards 30 years. I do not feel like I'm 53. I think my skin is cleared up, my wrinkles. I mean, there's no filter right now. So it's just amazing what drinking water, eating healthy, and then having the community around. My coach Amber just texted me this morning because I want to lose another 10, 15 pounds to, first I didn't think I could lose this much, but I'm ready to continue getting towards ultimate health. And she just texted me this morning, checking in on me. And that is like, okay, that is such an encouragement to the community, and the things I know about mindset, the things I know about the drama triangle, not getting caught up in the drama triangle, has completely changed everything. All right, so that's my little short talk. And it doesn't take me very long to get ready. I've got my version, but I want to show you. So John and I don't give each other gifts. I'm like, we give each other the gifts all year long. But my in-laws, my father-in-law, we know who the gift giver is, got me from Kay's Jewelers some earrings and necklace. I'm wearing that today, and they're coming over today. So I'm just thankful. And speaking of them, my father-in-law is off his diabetic meds. He was going to have surgery on his legs, 2 surgeries for diabetes. He was having circulation problems, and they got canceled. He had home health coming to his house. That got canceled. He's lost weight also on Optavia. My mother-in-law, her doctor thought she was going senile, which I didn't realize how much sugar and unhealthy stuff impacts our brain, and cutting that out, it's just been amazing. So, love yourself, eat well. If you would like a coach, message me. I would love to talk to you. Basically, that means I tell you how to get started. And Optavia is only for a short time. They have all the food that's needed. They're meal replacements that's needed to give you all the protein, the right amount of carbs, the right amount of natural, a little bit of natural sugar, to get you into fat burn. And then you have a coaching community that's free for life. That I'm still checking in with people that got their goal weight last year. And then there's community calls, there's a podcast, there's all types of amazing things. There's some great books, The Habits of Health and the Life Journal, that I still just read them, and it's all about mindset. It's all about our surroundings. It's on water and sleep, just normal health stuff that we know, but when you really start incorporating it and have accountability to incorporate it, it makes a huge difference. So happy Valentine's Day. Love yourself. Message me if you want to. It truly is the best gift we could give other people. Hope you have a great day.